and welcome. I'm Hammeh and it's Lunar New Year 2021 in Overwatch. We are going to be going through all of the new skins, all of the new cosmetics, and a little bit of the folklore and cultural history behind some of the inspirations for the skins. I always love this. It is the year of the ox this year, so that's my Chinese birth symbol. So hopefully going to be a good year for me, but it will be hopefully a good time for you. Thank you, Blizzard and Overwatch, because we have one set of 24 and 3 sets of 5 Overwatch PC loot box codes to give away. So if you drop the answer to a question that I will ask during this video in the comments below, I will be drawing these at the end of the week, and I will pop the question after a little while is the pinned comment too. But watch the video and you'll find it. So good luck for that. But let's get stuck straight on in to all of the new things. Always very excited for these. Always love Chinese and Eastern and Japanese and Korean themed stuff. And we start with an absolute corker. We've got Terracotta Medic Baptiste, which I love a whole bunch. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the terracotta, the Chinese terracotta army, it's all of these terracotta statues from a mausoleum in China depicting the armies of the first emperor of China. It's kind of like funeral art in a Chinese sense. They actually were found, I think, in like the late. It's not that long ago that these were actually found, as far as I can remember, just by a bunch of farmers. And there's a whole bunches of horses made out of terracotta. There's like chariots, warriors, and like all kinds of different things. But there are also sort of non-military people as well, like musicians and acrobats. And some of them actually go on tour around the world, and you can actually see the terracotta army. Obviously, most of them are still back in China, but you can see a whole bunch of them taken on tour around museums and things around the world. I will do a separate lore video for all of these and go into all of the stories in loads of detail, because I absolutely love that kind of stuff. So, big fan of Terracotta Baptiste. Now, I'm a little... it's either Shaku or it's Yusha. But there's a Chinese, effectively a Chinese knight errant, which is like Yusha. Think of Don Quixote, but a little bit less calamitous, or Reinhardt, going around, wandering, being a cavalier, helping those in need. There's a Chinese version of Yusha, and I think this is McCree, wandering around, dispensing justice and helping the little folk against the big folk. So looking pretty fancy there with his fancy gun and a very, very dashing poncho strip cape. Big fan. Imperial Guards. You can take your pick of which Imperial Guards this would be, Chinese-wise, whether it's like, is it the Tang Dynasty or the Qing Dynasty, like Qing Dynasty, anyway, guarding the Forbidden City, and sort of the elite Imperial Chinese Guards, very much backed up with the red and the gold and the dragons, and a very fancy suspicious mask. So I need to check which one, but yeah, certainly Chinese Imperial Guard there, I think, without a doubt. And these, by the way, are the week 1, 2, and 3 challenge skins. So really, really cool cultural touchstones and points in these already. Loving those. We have Tiger Huntress Ash, looking very, very fancy. Is she the hunter, or are they both hunting together? Something very Soul Dynasty there. Now, obviously, I've got my golden weapon switched on here. I know that people don't always like having the golden. Let's do it quickly. Let's do it quickly before people tell me off. We can see people. Already we see them flocking to the comments. Oh no, hang on. I just marked everything as new. Someone, somewhere, as I accidentally hit that mark everything as checked button, is breathing a sigh of relief and saying, Hammeh, why haven't you done that for ages? Well, there you go. That's your moment. It's happened right now. Let's get into Tiger Huntress. There we go. We've got the... it's really, really smart. And I'm loving the bob skin as well. Look at this tiger. Fearsome. Loving the rifle as well. Paw print and things as well. Like, real loving this skin. Some real... Ooh. Look at that. What a purse. What a purse. I'll throw my purse. Brilliant. Really big fan of that. Beautiful looking skin. A beautiful looking bow as well. Look at him. They look fantastic. A dragon fight. Ooh, that's cool. So it's kind of like dancing dragon puppet Bastion. Apart from, look at Ganymede. Look at Ganymede. Ganymede's like a little lantern. A lantern Ganymede. That is so a lot of love in these skins this year. Like really cool detail. Bastion being like the head of a dragon. The head goes out the back. Lot of thought in these skins this year, I must say. Look at his face. I always get a lot of joy from the Chinese New Year skins, but very, very cool. Okay, catchy. So Oriental Magpie, this one is. So Chinese auspicious, an auspicious bird, the magpie. I think this is the Korean reference, which is kind of like a good sort of a bird of good fortune and prosperity. Sort of in terms of it's like a myth I read about, which is like losing a tooth. If you throw it on the roof and you sing a song, then the bird will hear your song and bring you a new tooth. So certainly a sort of Korean bird of fortune, spirits, prosperity, and similar. An official bird of Korean cities as well, as I've read. So there we go. That's the Orisa inspiration here. And she looks pretty good, I think, as a magpie. Okay, love this one. Immediately as I saw this, so this is one of the ones that got revealed on Twitter. And if you have been following my channel for a bunch of time, in fact, I'm going to link this in the description below and in the comments because I was damn proud of this video. Pardon my slightly not particularly strong language, but I love Journey to the West. If you've played any Journey to the West games or anything like that, or if you've watched it and there was a musical, I was brought up on Journey to the West books, and I've actually got a Journey to the West video talking about some of the original Overwatch skins years back that I'll link, many Chinese New Years and many Lunar New Years, should I say, ago. But this is the Bull Demon King, I believe, and this is Bull Demon Orisa. So alongside Sun Wukong, or the Monkey King, there were a bunch of sort of demon kings and mischievous demons at the beginning of the story of the Journey to the West, which is kind of like the redemption of the Monkey King and him being one of the escorts of the Tang priest, guarding this holy man on his journey to the West to bring back the scriptures, the sacred texts, to save China. And early on, you see the early life of Sun Wukong, and he's a right pain until he gets smacked down, and then he gets assigned to the Tang priest to basically be a very, very overqualified bodyguard. And one of the spirits with Sun Wukong, the demons, is the Bull Demon. And the Bull Demon is actually a big part of the Journey to the West. He has several storylines. He marries a princess. He has a son called Red Boy, Princess Iron Fan, I think. And there's a whole story where Sun Wukong steals Iron Fan's banana leaf fan. He disguises himself as the Bull Demon. There's a big fight along with Zhu Bajie Pig. At the time, another one of the Tang priests. Bodyguards, effectively, sort of like companions. The Demon King turns into a white bull, and then one of the guards of heaven comes up, catches him, takes him to heaven, and then the Jade Emperor in heaven decides his fate. So, major spoilers, but I might even just go and do one video, maybe, seeing how the next couple of weeks go on that, because I love Journey to the West. But anyway, if you want to get the sum of Journey to the West, video in the description below as well. Lots of goodness there, absolutely love it. Anyway, fantastic Orisa skin, long story short. Beautiful, beautiful details, loving the fusion driver. Just awesome in every single way. Big fan. Okie dokie. Ooh, and we've got a very cool last one as well. So, I believe this Pale Serpent is the name for it, but this is Widowmaker, and I'm generally a bit better with Chinese rather than some of the others, because part of my background is Chinese. But I believe this is referring to the legend of the White Snake. So Pale Serpent, White Snake, sure, that'll do. So there's a big, quite a big folk story, which is the legend of the White Snake, and you're gonna have to forgive me for paraphrasing because there's a lot of twists and turns in this one. But effectively, there's a young boy who gets effectively accidentally fed or eats some immortality pills, and he's taken home and shaken upside down because he's not feeling very well, and he sort of throws them up into a lake, and at the bottom there are some creatures. There's like a turtle, a terrapin, and there's some snakes, and the white snake accidentally eats a couple of these immortality pills and gets a lot of basically magic, and she becomes sort of somewhat beholden, I guess. Sort of she feels as if she owes this boy. And then she becomes a woman, and also there's a green snake as well, and the two are sisters, and they sort of accumulate magic, and then they become humans. And meanwhile, the turtle, the terrapin, he didn't get any of the immortality pills, any of the magic, so it takes him a lot longer to sort of accumulate his magic. He's very jealous and very angry at the snakes, but particularly the white snake. So the white snake and the green snake become human, and then the white snake marries the boy who grows up, and then the terrapin, the turtle, he eventually gets enough magic to become human and he turns into a monk, and then there's basically back and forth fighting between these for a long time. The white snake and the boy who originally dropped the pills they get married, he gets kidnapped, and then she gets kidnapped and then imprisoned. They have a son, and then the green snake, who's pretty much a sister to the white snake, decides to go away and hone her power. Then she comes back, and then it all works out in the end. So that is the legend, the story of the white snake. So the pale serpent, I'm pretty sure this is the Widowmaker reference. And again, I could do an entire video on that one alone, or at least half of one, I think, depending on how long we're going for. So beautiful skin, look at the details on that. So really nice legendaries, I have to say. I've been talking for quite a bit already, but yeah, 12 minutes in. I could, this could be a video even longer of all of these, so do forgive me for that, but absolutely loving these. Okay, let's get on to some victory poses. We've got a Brigitte, Goat Brigitte, and look, cat with a K-A-T-T. Is looking pretty chuffed there. Just can't wait to play with that. Oh, very cool. Now, I love the animation. Look at the satisfaction. It's like she's conducting. It's like, yes, yes. Slight disdain, but also slight enjoyment. Long bow. Okay. Soldier 76 giving out some red pockets. I used to get these from my Chinese relatives when we were, when I saw them, and when I was a kid up until a certain point. Very cool. Soldier 76 giving out the red envelopes. A little bit of money in.
Stubborn as an ox.
Life's a rodeo on the good days.
Assistance is all you need, and a little good luck.
恭喜發財.
Happy New Year! Mandarin or Sanyin Fai Lo. I think that's the Cantonese. Forgive me if I got that the wrong way around. I do not speak Chinese.
I wish I could eat.
牛年快乐!
May singing, same mood.
Unsavory.
Strong as an ox? Ah, strong as 8 oxen, maybe.
Gelukkig jaar van de os.
You work too hard.
How can anyone tolerate such chaos?
For red fireworks, use a strontium compound. Green, try barium.
Ooh, not so fast, Outlaw. Okay, the new achievements. Pay up. Quick on the draw. Quick on the way. Schnaveling some garlic. I love it. Terracotta scored. Playing some drums. Oh, Echo and lanterns. I love that image. Echo gets her Dragon Dance skin. Some gratitude, Korean style. Yeah. Creators Gunsmoke. These are the challenge skins. Bull's Fury. Wow. Shuang. Death, I think. Eye to eye. Yes, there we go. White snake in the green. The white snake in the green. The ox, love it. Oh, a golden May. Ouch. Pachimari, competitive. Ooh, highlight intros. Right, everyone's favourite bit. Mine certainly. Diva. Oh, it's so good. Take my money, take my credits, Overwatch. I love playing. I've always enjoyed Diva. Like, I climbed to nearly Masters with her at one point. I was very close to Masters many seasons ago. So any Diva cosmetics, get my mate. Ooh, a fan dance. Oh, look at that happy look at the end. Very elegant. Nailed it. Love that. Oh, shining bull. Go on, Symmetra. Yes, love it. Oh, little bull head going in there. Symmetra, I like conjuring stuff, particularly with her short story recently. I really love. Wow, that is absolutely awesome. I think genuinely they've really nailed it. I mean, like there's nothing there that I don't like. Well, as you can see, I'm kind of just sitting here with a silly grin on my face. Says it all. Should we just have a quick little look at the final achievements? Quick little look. Achievements, events, summer games, terror. To Wonderland, uprising, retribution, unlocked, locked. Maps, modes. It should be the modes. Do you know what? I'm being dense. I will find all of the information for you and link those when we find them. So, thank you very much. That is all of the stuff from Lunar New Year. So the question for the giveaway is, comment below with your answer. In the legend of the white snake, what is the colour of the second serpent, the white serpent, becomes human with, and becomes almost like a sister to? In the legend of the white snake, if Widowmaker is the pale serpent, then what is the colour of the second serpent that the white serpent, the pale serpent, the white snake almost becomes like a sister to and becomes human alongside? What is the colour? There we go. Thank you very much. If you like this video, I hope you enjoyed all of the lore, I hope you enjoyed all of the culture of things. Please do throw a like, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments. I know that this is a long skin run through, but it's also just talking about all of the cool inspirations behind stuff as well. And I may well make a shorter, more edited video and perhaps go into some more depth in all of these individual stories. Do check out all of my other Overwatch lore, interactions, voice lines, cultural inspirations, stories behind the skins and inspirations for Overwatch as well. You can find all of those in the playlists that are going to be here very, very shortly. As a quick little bit of channel update, sorry it's been quiet, there is a comic video. I still have not done the comic video on comic 4 of the 5-part Tracer comic series, and I will be making videos and getting stuck into whatever will come for Overwatch 2 at BlizzCon Line, which is going to be live in just under, I think, 2 weeks time, February 18th, 19th or so. So keep an eye out for a bunch of Overwatch videos. I will be doing a channel update video as well in the coming days. So if you're interested in Overwatch videos, my plans for videos, why I've been quiet and beyond, keep an eye out for that in the coming days before BlizzCon Online as well. Great to see you. Check out all the playlists. Please do enjoy and stay safe. I've been Hammeh. Take it easy.